This is a simulator that I use. It's called Soft4FX. So if you go ahead and just type that in, it should bring you to this page and you can click on download up top here. It's a one-time payment. I paid about $99. Lifetime, essentially you get 2 trading licenses. This one works on Windows and it's only for MetaTrader 4, not MT5. But essentially my main point of using this is that it's very easy to use. There's a lot of economic data that I can use. Everything that I need is on one platform. I can check the sessions, I can check the economic calendar, I can trade essentially any currency or US 30, gold, crypto, anything that I trade essentially is on here. So I come here, you can download the Forex simulator, you can click on read installation instructions. It's going to help you understand step by step exactly how you're going to install this. So once all that stuff is done, you're going to come on, and I use Forex.com's MT4 platform just for the demo account for the simulation sessions with my group, but also here on YouTube. And then this is essentially the window that's going to pop up here. It's going to give you the account number. So that is the account number that should match up top here for you guys. You click on data center. I use Duca's copy. So any pair that my students want to trade or they want to practice on, essentially all of that is here. Anything that I trade is on here as well. We keep it quite simple here anyways. So your USD, your JPY, GBP when you scroll down even further, you have gold, you have silver, you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, we have oil, we have US 30 down here. So all of these, if I just click update, for example, on this, it has updated to the most recent range of data. Also, economic events of calendar, I can just hit update here and it's going to update all the economic events. So for whatever pair that I have updated here and whatever pair that I want to trade, the economic calendar is going to be there. So let's say if we want to do US 30, I'm going to hit close here. I'm not going to hit the X. I'm just going to go off the buttons that they're giving me. So instead of news, we're going to hit new simulation here. Your USD, I'm going to do US 30 because that's the one that we have updated. And then you come here, you click on the calendar. It goes as far back as October 2011. I can just click on that and then go further, more recent. Let's say I want to do 2024 November, since December has just started. I can hit end simulation. So this is when the simulation is going to be done. And then starting balance, of course, I don't want to start off huge if I'm, just starting off in trading. I want to practice with some realistic goals and realistic expectations. So I think, $500 or $1,000, that's something that should work, starting balance. I'm on the West Coast, so I go with Pacific time. If you're on the East Coast, you can do EST. That's an option there as well. Leverage, you can do 1 to 100. That's already, fixed in there. My real leverage is around anywhere from 200 to 500. That's what I like to use. So let's say realistically, I'm going to do 500 because that's what I use on my real accounts. Initial history on charts, I just put the maximum, honestly. I want to see as much data as I can here. And then this is the next window that's going to pop up here. So I hit standard charts. That should already be there for you guys. Time period, M1 means 1 minute. So I'm going to start off with higher time frames. I'm going to start off with weekly, bars. I don't touch anything else. I just hit add. And then I like to get all of my time frames on here before I actually start to open them individually. And then here on hour 4. And we'll only bring it down to hour 1 just for time's sake here. So now that I have these, I'm going to hit open, 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 and open. So as you see down here, they have all opened up. So let's say I come onto the weekly. I'm going to move this here to the side. And we'll get into all of this in just a little bit. Let's say I want to fix my chart here. I'm going to do right click, properties. You pick your color scheme. So whatever you want to do. Let's say I want to do a white background. I don't want any foreground. I don't want any grid. Bar up, lime is fine. Bull candle, or actually bar down. Maybe I want to make that red. Whatever you want to do, you can pretty much customize it over here. I have already set up my template. So after I, after I change up my chart, however I want to do it, you can save it as a template. I have mine as chart setup. And so next time, whenever I open up any chart for any pair, I can just click on my chart setup, and here is my template all across the different time frames. So that's how I'm going to set up my simulator here. Let's break down this little portion here real quick. Lots, that's pretty much 1 penny. I can change that to a percentage here. I like to do that as well because I use the same exact thing in the live trading as well. I only risk a certain percent. I don't go based off of my lot sizes. I go based off of the account percentage that I'm risking of my account size at the moment. Average I like to do is 2%. So on most of my trades, I'm only risking 2%. And of course, that means that your lot size is going to change depending on how much money that you're making, how much your account is growing, or versus if you're losing money, then how small has your account size gotten. So that 2% just varies depending on your account size. So that's why I don't use set lot sizes, because I want to risk only average of 2% of my account. You have your stop loss in pips, so how many pips, and TP pips, same thing, quite straightforward there. So how many pips of a stop loss do you want to keep, and how many pips of a TP take profit do you want to keep. Visual mode allows you to just take that off, and then let's say if I were to hit a buy here, then visual mode is going to let me, for example, set a TP here. That's the blue line, and then here's my stop loss. Let's say I want to keep my stop loss somewhere around here. So that tells me in pips, this is US 30, so we're working on points here. And then, that tells me that if my stop loss is hit, then I'm going to lose $15.82. If my TP is hit, then I make $71.94. And I have a risk to reward of 4.55 to 1 here, essentially, right? If I want to do sell, I can do the same thing here as well, where I can keep my TP somewhere down here, and then my stop loss somewhere around here. And another thing that I like about this is that if I move my stop loss anything higher, that's quite unrealistic, it's going to tell me that for my 2% risk, either my risk is too low or that my stop loss is too far for what I want to risk. So that keeps me pretty much in check of what is realistic when I'm coming onto the live markets, of how much I should be risking at most, or how big my stop loss should be at most for the risk percentage according to my account. So my reward to risk is 3.26 to 1 in this case here, where if my stop loss were to hit, then I would be losing $16.28, versus if my TP is hit, then I make $53.11. You can also check out your trades here. So if I open up any trades here, they will show up right around here. My history will show up of all the closed trades. My closed trades would show up here as well, statistics. So this is one of my favorite parts of Soft4FX, where it'll tell me what's my realized profit and loss. So that means all the trades that have been closed, it's going to tell me the profits and loss of that. Unrealized, so profit or loss of all open trades. So if I'm running all in profits, it's going to be positive. If I'm running in negatives, then it's going to be the losses. So it'll tell me here. Then it'll tell me what's the total profit. So sum of the realized and unrealized. And then as we continue down here, what is my gross profit? So total profit of all one trades. Gross loss, so lost trades, average, what was it? Profit factor, so the gross profit divided by the gross loss here, or even the gross loss here, actually, gross profit or the gross loss here. What is my longest winning streak? So number of trades that I have taken here that I have won consecutively, or losses. So it tells me all of my statistics that I need to know. So that is my favorite part, and pretty much how to get set up using Soft4FX.